Welcome to Joe's Astrology. This is the birth chart for Tim Walz, the Vice President nominee for the 2024 election, U.S. presidential election. And I want to focus on a couple important things in his chart. You can see he's a sun in Aries, moon is possibly in Aquarius, could be in Capricorn, so we don't have the birth time for him. More likely than not, it's in Capricorn. There's a south node there in Capricorn, north node in Cancer. And as I said, we don't have the birth time, so this is without the houses. This isn't going to be a comprehensive reading for Tim Walz. But what I want to focus on is this moon here, possibly in Capricorn South Node. So there could be a feeling of being stuck for this person. Meaning he's been trying to get somewhere, and it hasn't been easy. Could have been a struggle, a long struggle. And we see as the sun conjunct Mars in Aries, and that Mars is possibly making a semi-sextile to Saturn. And we can look more at that Mars-Saturn aspect as well to see that this is a person who has struggled in his life, or at least in his mind, has struggled to attain his goals and get to where he wants to be. We see Jupiter as well in Aries. So we have this moon, as I said, moving away from that south node in Capricorn. And it is making, we'll come back to this Mars is making a square to that south node and north node. And the Mars is moving towards the north node, moving away from the south node. And this is indicating that there's a need to resolve this Capricorn node. We don't know where the house is. We can just say the Capricorn sign, which is ruled by Saturn here in Pisces. And Pisces can be connected to politics, being a politician. Pisces, the 12th house, Saturn being the work, is often associated with being a political figure because they are working with the public. They're working with the collective consciousness primarily. And this need to resolve this Capricorn could be this need to resolve this idea or this concept of being a father figure. Or we could also say, in his case, being a accomplished career politician. And we can see that, this Mars here in Aries is connected with that. Maybe something to do with his ambitions in life, his drive, his energy to become this very popular, high elected official. In other words, the vice president. And so this could be an important election for him because this would be a way. Well, I could also say that Capricorn we could associate with being in government as well. So part of this being successful in government, having this high status in government. And with this Mars square, we could see that this presidential election could be a way, or could be the event that helps him resolve that. He's finally getting towards the end of his life to where he has strived to be and resolve that square. And we could see the Saturn here in Pisces. He just recently had his second Saturn return. And we can see that it's quite possible that this struggle, that I mentioned, this feeling of being held back, with his second Saturn return, he quite possibly may have been or will be released from that feeling and of course, being elected as if Kamala Harris becomes president and he becomes the vice president, this will be part of that releasing where he will have been able to accomplish uh, this goal. We don't, without talking to him, I really don't know how he feels about this. It could be maybe it's for him it's to actually be the president. So I just want to focus on that as part of this chart. We can come back here to Saturn, the ruler of that south node, and see that it possibly is an aspect to the moon. It's an aspect to Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, and it's also making a trine to the north node. I myself have this trine to the north node in water with Saturn, with my north node in Cancer as well. And we could also say that that's Saturn trining that north node. This is a person who, as a political figure, is in a position for his work to look after, to care for the people of a country, the United States. See if there's anything else here that I want to mention. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this mini reading for Tim Walz.